Call me when you've killed them all.
A black comedy that riffs on what a suitably motivated person might do to bump themselves up a line of succession.
7 rich pricks.
Feels especially relevant this week thanks to a certain disgraced former prince of the Mountbatten Windsor family. It's a shame then that How to Make a Killing can't fully take advantage of its serendipitous timing.
How serendipitous.
The film is written and directed by John Patton Ford, who previously gave us the well-regarded 2022 crime thriller Emily the Criminal.
I want my cut.
The success of that film enabled Ford to take a script that had been bouncing around Hollywood since 2014 and get it in front of Glen Powell, just as the latter was officially entering his leading man era. Powell having had a breakthrough role as the scene-stealing fighter pilot, callsign Hangman, in Top Gun Maverick, had just begun establishing his Hollywood hunk credentials.
Let's see what you got. Hangman's coming.
In films such as Anyone But You and Hitman. It's not hard to see how Ford's project appealed to an actor like Powell, who was hyper-aware of not being typecast as the good guy.
You don't get out of here until you come clean.
Doubt is immediately cast on his character's moral status in How to Make a Killing, not least because the film opens with Powell's Beckett Readfellow on death row, telling his story to a priest.
Since the day I was born, my mother told me we were different.
Readfellow, we learn, was in line to inherit a vast fortune, but there was just one problem. He wasn't next in line. In fact, he was considerably further down the line of succession, not to mention estranged from his wealthy family because the very fact of his birth saw his mum excommunicated by the ruthless patriarch Whitelaw, played by the incomparable Ed Harris. Having grown up poor, Beckett dreamed of one day fulfilling his birthright, a feeling that only got stronger after an encounter with childhood friend and rich lister Julia.
Call me when you've killed them all.
Played by Margaret Qualley. Once he realised that knocking off relatives was the only path forward.
Wait, who are you?
I'm Beckett.
He was pleasantly surprised to learn most of them were rather obnoxious people anyway, thus making the work virtually guilt-free. This might all sound like good fun, especially with such a charismatic bloke as Powell at the helm.
I'm sure you'll make a killing.
But Ford's script just fails to live up to the premise. Even worse, it egregiously fails to live up to the movie upon which it is loosely based, the 1949 British black comedy Kind Hearts and Coronets.
I might be a duke one day.
Pigs might fly.
That film, in which the legendary Sir Alec Guinness of Obi-Wan Kenobi fame played a whopping 8 characters, is a bona fide classic. You should really check it out. How to Make a Killing, in comparison, is just a decent way to spend 100 minutes eating popcorn in a cinema. It gets 2.5 stars.